Man United was shocking. I'm not exaggerating. Absolutely shocking. You know, how they can think they can get in the top four. And what's the point in getting in the top four anyway? Just to get into the Champions League. You know, they're not going to win it. So what's the point in being in it? Yeah, I thought Fulham very well. Fulham just grew into the game. It was comfortable. They dominated the first half. Absolutely dominated the first half. And then I thought, it's going to come back and bite them. I thought, going at 0-0, I thought you've got to take your chances while you're on top. And then all of a sudden, they scored. Bassey scored from a corner. And then Man United, they sort of sat back then, Fulham, and they invited it on. And then all of a sudden, Maguire scores. I thought Leno should have done better, parried it out. And then it was all Man United. He thought if there was anybody going to win, it was going to be Man United. And Traore went on one of them runs, just left everybody. Yeah. And you know what he's like. Heads or tails, well, it's not even heads or tails if he makes the right decision. He does make the right decision this time. Plays it to Iwobi, cuts inside, gives the eyes, and just puts it in the near post. Phenomenal finish. Great finish. And they thoroughly deserved it. It wasn't a snatch and grab. Absolutely far from it.
Rasmus Højlund missing today. Fulton gets his chance. Amari Fulton, his first senior start for the club. How did he look? I mean, this is now a tricky game for him to be part of.
Yeah, I felt for him, if I'm being honest. He was getting a little bit frustrated with himself. He lost the ball a couple of times. But when you come into the team, you're making your full debut, you've got to rely on your older players. You know, they got to play well as well, and he didn't get that today. None of the players around him played well, and I don't think it helped him. And I felt sorry for him. Really felt sorry for him today. I thought the older players let him down, really give him the ball in proper places, and they're sort of looking after themselves. And I felt sorry for him. But it was an experience. He should be proud of himself. He's made his debut for Man United at a young age, so, he should remember that.
Did anyone shine for United today?
No, really bad.
Really?
Honestly, I can't explain how bad they were. It was so bad. No one played well. Rashford, no. Garnacho, no. Fernandes, no. Even Manu, he got subbed. He got subbed today, Manu. No, he didn't play very well. Ericsson come on. Casemiro went off. McTominay come on. Ericsson come on. No one today. Probably Maguire for effort, and he gets the goal, and he probably should have definitely scored another one with a header. But honestly, really, really poor. If you're watching that, what's the name's man? Clinton's man. What's your man, the cycling man?
Sir Dave Brailsford.
Sir David Brailsford. He'll be sitting there today thinking, wow, I put a lot of money on this. I mean, I used to remember sitting at card schools thinking, oh, my God, I can't believe how much I've done. But he'll be thinking that as well today.
How's a trial coming on, Merse, do you think?
What?
The trial.
Oh, well...
The Ten Hag trial.
He's on the bend, I think. There'll be serious stuff, You put
We're keeping the cycling analogy going here.
Yeah, you put all that money in, and... You watch that today, and they are a gillion miles away. Gillion miles.
Well, so Jim Ratcliffe talked this week, didn't he, about having world-class management at United. He'll look at that and think that's not world-class.
It's not just that, the world-class, the players as well. They're a gillion quid away. Honestly, I don't know where they're going to catch up. But he went, I want to take over Man City. Whoa, pull it in. Let's try and take over a couple of the others first. Do you know what I mean? You're going like, I'm going to take Man City over. Just go, right, bang, wait there a minute. Over the next couple of years, we've got to try and catch them, and then we'll catch them. And in 5 or 6 or 7 years, I mean, no chance.
It's one of those, and we just seem to be talking about it most weeks here on Soccer Saturday. We think perhaps, and Chelsea have been in this camp as well, we think maybe they've turned the corner, and then you get a result like this, and we're almost not quite back to square one.
You know what? They've all been polyfiller results. The last 5-6 weeks, they've just been covering over the cracks. I mean, the West Ham, they score last kick of the game against Wolverhampton Wanderers. They snatch and grab really at Villa. Last 5 minutes, they weren't better than Villa that day. West Ham, they beat 3-0. That was never a 3-0 football match. They're just covering over the cracks, and all of a sudden they got found out again today. By a Fulham team that... There's only Sheffield United have got less points away from home this season. So it's not like they're serial away day winners who know how to play away from home.
It's a 15th loss of the season in all competitions.
And I know, so Jim Ratcliffe, I know he's gone and put a lot of money in, but then you hear him saying, we're looking for Man City. No, pull it in. Start pulling in Aston Villa and teams like that first. They're a million miles away from Man United. It's getting to a stage now where you look at Man United and it's like it was when I was with England about 10 years ago, when you used to say, I ain't sure England will win a tournament, win a competition in my lifetime. And that's the way it is at Man United at the moment with the league. I just don't see it. They're a million miles off. A million miles. I don't see it being any time soon. How many years is it now? 14, 15, 13?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long time. It's, it's just keep on going on. They need to go and get Ashworth. I'd rather pay 30 million for him than go out and buy a 30 million pound player, because they need to start from somewhere. It's no good going, I'll buy that 30 million pound player, he's in international, he's this and that. They need to start from the bottom. They need to sit down this year and go, right, let's wipe the floor. Let's get Ashworth in, get people that he wants in, and then we start. This is going to be very slow. This ain't going to be overnight. This is going to be very, very slow. I'd be shocked if they got anywhere near the league title.
When you're saying slow, how many seasons are you talking? I mean, it's very difficult to predict. But if Man United went and won the league in the next 5 years, whoever's the manager should get knighted. Should get knighted. Seriously, should get knighted. I mean, if you manage that team and you can get that team to win the Premier League over 38 football matches, a cup competition, 4 or 5 games, get lucky, win a couple of games, good draw, you win a cup. We've seen that. But over 38 games, absolutely no chance is that team going to win the league. Absolutely no chance. 11 years since their last title, and it's going to be a long wait, judging on what Paul Merson's been saying this afternoon.
I don't think it's just me. Ask Tim as well.
Well, we may...
I agree with you, mate.
Hey, that's called the proverbial hospital pass. But as you're here, Tim, we're going to hear from Harry Maguire. Let's hear quickly from you.
I think it might be longer than that. I mean, it's not only... We're talking about the players. We need players, of course they do. But a lot of these players are his players. They're the players what he knows, the players what he's brought to the football club. So something's wrong. Maybe his identification of players and perhaps the competitive nature of the Premier League. This is the most competitive league in the world. Perhaps when he looks to get players in, he's got to get players who can play consistently every single week. And at the moment, he hasn't got that. Certainly his recruitment. If I was Jim Ratcliffe, would I be giving him another 200, 500 million?
Wow.
Not on the evidence of what I've seen him do.
Would you be surprised, come August, when the next season gets underway, to see Ten Hag still in that United dugout?
Depending on what they do this year, but if they finish outside of Europe, I'll be shocked.
But they need to get a manager in who's going to come in for a long period of time. You can't bring in like an unbelievable manager like Ancelotti for one season just to steady it and try and nick a cup.
Thomas Tuchel's a name that's been mentioned a lot at the moment.
But, I mean, Thomas done well at Chelsea, and he did. I thought he was bang unlucky, but he's gone to Bayern Munich, and I'm not being horrible. It's harder not to win the league than win it. Do you know what I mean? And he's ended up 11 points behind today as we talk. I mean, that's some doing. Some doing. I mean, if you went in there and you went, I'm really going to mess this club up now, you couldn't be 11 points behind. Not Bayern Munich, you can't. When was the last time Bayern Munich were 11 points behind a team at the top of the league? So it's a hard one. If you're a Man United fan, you're like, wait a minute, he was at Chelsea. He got the sack at Chelsea. But I do like him. But they need someone who's going to come in. You've got to give him years. You can't buy Anthony for £80 million and Sancho for 70. That's £150 million willy-nilly, just gone, just like ripped up. It's like, where's the homework? And that's why they have to get Ashworth in, and they've got to start from somewhere who's going to bring in players that are going to suit the club and not people who are going to go, I like him, I'll buy Anthony because, you know what, he's safe. I know I'm not going to get any trouble. He's not going to cause me any problems, and I'll pay £80 million for him. Come on, have a little bit more respect for the Premier League to know that you can't just run down the wing, cut inside and have a shot. Do you know what I mean? You're not playing against Hercules now.